Can you see it went live, you fucking
I
piece
blew a
of
little
shit?
bit. It was a little.
One show to rule them all. One show to guide them. One show to bring them all. Jim grins while Luke of the Vine sends.
What? What? Yeah, I made it till the end there. But I am grinning. Oh, am I grinning?
Yeah, I was on mute.
So what are you trying to steal
Night
Anthony
creeps.
Zenhauser's identity now?
Night creeps. No, I'm Zen sometimes.
I'm probably the opposite of Zen. I realize maybe this internet game is poisonous. I'm starting to take it into the real world. And I like it. A lot. Like,
The evil?
a lot. Destroying people in the real world, those who deserve it. It's a lot of fun. Oh no! Oh no! This better not be the dance party. Oh, he's gonna be. What is it gonna be? Oh. Cha cha cha! This is what we came here for. Oh, thank Lords.
No.
No, God. Oh, it's not. It's too loud. Here it's gonna come. Here it goes. Oh, God. This is. Oh, okay. I like it so far. All right.
Yes.
Is this you playing? Nope.
No. Right and creepy for the night creeps.
I mean, hello, people. Is this not Night Creeps over the goddamn merengue in the last few episodes?
This is what makes
This is
it
This is Night Creeps. This is what I've been waiting for. This is what I've been waiting for. I'm semi-erect right now.
Oh, I'm glad I could do that for you. I guess.
No, it wasn't you.
Oh.
You have nothing to do with my semi-erection.
Look at that. I make everyone erect.
Okay, there. Luke of the Vine Zen.
I might even be able to make Derek stand up one day. You never know.
Night creeps, 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 night creeps. Like a blade of semen in the top corner.
Yes.
A little.
Of course. I like doing arts and crafts.
With your semen?
Use what you have.
What a night we have tonight, creeps. I hope you're ready.
Oh, Yeah, here we go.
Night Creeps. The only
Ready?
podcast that fucking matters. I mean,
That's right.
seriously. What is going on, Luca
We
the
create,
Barnzen?
and
What's
everyone
going
else
on
takes.
with these baboons? That's right. Night Creeps makes and the rest of the world takes. And that's why we got to tell truth every single day.
Every single time. That's right.
Every
There's
single,
two.
yeah.
We're creating so much and doing so much that if we don't tell truth, we're gonna get lost in the lies.
Always
And that's what-
objectifying our patooties, Luke. Cutie patooties. Do you understand? I was sexually harassed by two Asians today, a man and a woman, both older folk. I was going about my business and I felt a firm hand. Well, actually, let's start earlier. I was walking down the hall and I got a nice pat and a
I
squeeze.
feel like this is your fault a little bit now.
No,
Now you're like
I do dress
starting your
sexy.
story over. Wait a minute.
I dress sexy. This is a woman who, by the way, we did call her the rice lady. She's an Asian, but that was our way to refer to her because she grew up on a rice field, like working the rice fields.
She very rice.
Very nice. She would smoke cigarettes since she's like 6 years old, working the rice fields to keep the mosquitoes away. Like it's what they do. They smoke the cigarettes. So it wasn't being racist or nothing. It was saying like, you mean the rice lady? That's just how we described her at first. And now I know her by her name. But anyway, she got a firm pat and squeeze on my butt cheek. And then later in the day, completely unrelated, I assume, unless they were plotting, I was doing my business and I felt a very firm cup and like, it was like a pat like this, like a, and then a squeeze, like right at the bottom of my butt cheek. And I turn around and it's this old Asian man. And he's like, you want to fuck?
What?
He didn't do that part, but
No,
yeah, he didn't ask.
Maybe they've seen the show and they say, you are nice to that Asian man, so we give you a nice pat.
I bet you're right. I get them. I've got some Asian persuasion now. I got my Asian juice card from this.
Juice card.
But those Mexicans, they still don't like me. Jeez. Fucking. Actually,
they don't want to claim me. That's why. I'm too weird.
Fine, I think.
Oh man! So there almost wasn't a show tonight. Freaking Sleeping Beauty over here.
Sleep
definitely needs more.
Zen's producer has got it right. We do always promote Stop Asian Hate. It's very important here. It's one of the most important things we want to put out there. Stop Asian Hate. Those Asians are the finest example of immigrants, in my opinion. Sure, China sucks and the Chinese Communist Party is crap. I may be at the country of China, but you know, the CCP sucks. They censor
but
goblins,
they pay one rent per 20 people, so it's they're not really giving back to the community.
No, not Chinese food is delicious. Number one. Number two, they work really hard at golf. And shut up.
Golf?
Yes. Asian
Tiger Woods?
people love golf.
Oh. And there's the other Asian. Yeah.
Sure, they should spend more time on the driving end of things. But anyway, I think they come to this country, they build something for themselves and their family. Does that thing they build, they almost always have a business. Does that not pay taxes? Does that not give back by your metric? Either way, they adapt to the culture, but also like create a new culture, this Asian American culture. You ever notice that like these Asian Americans are a lot like the 1980s Valley Girls and surfer dudes? They're very Americana. They're very late 80s, early 90s Americana when things were great. So, stop Asian hate.
That's what they have finally. They finally got all those movies approved because it takes a while over there to get certain things.
Hell, you go back to the shows that I've done over the last stupid amount of time. and you will see me predicting this whole Asian thing, like what they're doing with both the persecution of them by multiple parties and maybe one in particular, but the media would be another party.
Yeah,
but
they're
and
the only party.
Hollywood's dismissal of them and how they're seeming to want to represent everybody else, but they don't give a fuck about the Asians. Next up, of course, well, actually, they're already slipping the Middle Easterners in. Eskimos are coming soon, I think.
How many of them are there? They're already in America,
12.
right?
There's
a lot
like
of them.
12
Oh shit!
in the country of an Eskimo.
Gotta make some room. Jeez.
Anyway, you were saying something
Sorry.
intelligent.
Was I? That's impossible.
I don't know.
There was. I was just saying there almost wasn't a show. We had to do a show so bad because we have so much to talk about, right?
It depends. It depends on what your definition of so much. I mean, look, I did a deep dive, and I mean, it sort of did relate to everything, but
Oh,
feel
that's
like
right. No,
I
I
feel
wanna
like we
hear
should.
about that.
You want to get into? I don't know. I feel like that should have waited, but oof, I don't know. The vibe's a little off right now. The
Yeah, the vibe's a little
off.
bit off. It's a little bit weird.
Off.
It's always a little
Inside
weird.
joke. It's an inside joke.
Oh,
No, I
man.
don't know what to tell
Hi, Hack Ride. Are you watching? Not right now.
you.
Hey.
Nope. Maybe we should
Ooh.
promote.
Yeah, what's that?
Listen,
I'm bad
haters
at
and
that.
trolls, back off, you motherfuckers. Geno Bisconte. That was the worst.
Who?
That was the worst mispronunciation of his name. I don't even think I said a word. I said Bisconte.
Bisconte?
Geno
Auntie?
Bisconte. Geno.
Oh, yeah. Talk about an Auntie Karen. Right?
What is?
He's the ultimate
like
Auntie
Auntie
Mo
Karen,
Karen.
you mean, right?
Auntie Karen, yeah. Like the
Hey,
show.
Mo. Well,
Yeah.
what was it saying? What the fuck was? Why did we just bring that fucker's name up? There was going somewhere. What was it?
Because we were talking about before the show slightly and going, oh, yeah, what's he been saying lately? And neither of us know, and neither of us even care anymore. And
No,
it's
because
hilarious, actually.
Before this weekend, he went on a fucking tirade. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. Little jerk offs like him. You guys got no views. You got 70 views, and you're on Compound, baby girl. You stupid little bitch. Like, seriously. I mean, I think I blew my nut on this on that other fucking show the other day, but my children. When my fucking son was 6, he made like a video of Legos and immediately has more live viewers. Sure, they're probably all pedophiles, but the point is, every one of these, my children's high school, every one of the kids turns their phone on and they have double the viewers as Geno Bisconte. And him and Kevin Brennan going back and forth, crying at each other over views is just the saddest thing there is. But okay, baby girl, you want to keep talking about our views, you want to keep pushing us, you're gonna make us promote, bitch. You're gonna make us actually try, and you don't want that, because then the one thing that you can throw at us, look at their views, you won't have that either. I really did hate watching back. I watched that appearance just because I was gonna prove him wrong, and of course it's easy to prove him wrong. 1, comedy's subjective. 2, everybody there laughed at every goddamn thing. I was playing to a crowd. 3, it was a fucking crowd. It was a party. There's fucking big A, what you don't see off camera, 2 feet.
Oh, you're talking the final in hot water, the very last in hot water that there ever was, because it didn't really continue anymore. Because it's
how he fucking stuck a straw in our pockets and sucked $100 out of each of us before the fucking show even starts. How it's like, of course, we were throwing it out there. It's a joke.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, was he like, hey guys, slow down. I'm doing a professional broadcast. No, he was like, drink up, faggots.
Everybody get fucked. Yeah.
Stevie Lou, why did you do that? Fucking dullard.
Yeah, no shit. Because
I
it
don't
wasn't
like
the weed that bothered us. It was
No,
the
I was
drinking.
drunk. I couldn't barely see. I was fucking
Hard to
pissed
sit down.
drunk on that fucking show. Hello, how many shows have you done with me? And besides shows where I'm pissed drunk, do I ever act like that? I don't even know how to fucking imitate that character. That guy was a jagaloon. But even piss drunk, I still delivered my stupid clown nose thing, which I planned with Beaupre and Lindsay outside, got their fucking consent because they came all dressed up. And I'm like, hey, don't want to fucking throw you guys under the bus. Same thing with that fucking cunt Stevie Lou. Hey, can I throw you under the bus and say you got us high so that we can drift into the background, etc., etc. Still was able to perform the intended bits. Did they land? Yeah, in the room, they sure as shit did. Does that translate? Nah, because they don't have a fucking studio worth a goddamn lick of shit.
Also, because Geno was very distracted during that show. He was rightly more scatterbrained than ever. He was,
which is why we backseated. You say you really were high.
I really was high, but also, there's a moment in there where I'm going like this. I'm like, oh, but that's because speech impediment man is talking, and I'm kind of like, and I'm like passing out. I'm like trying to.
You're just looking like you want me to shut up most of that video. You're like, oh my god, I brought this guy here. You're like so embarrassed.
No, I wasn't though.
I was. I was watching back. I don't like drunk me. No, you didn't. I don't pick that up. You seem fine and perfectly happy.
I'm happy to be there for Guy right at that moment. To tell you the truth, because there was also a lot of cool people there. It was a cool room. It was like, wow.
Every one of them cracked up at the jokes we made because all of them watched the shows we did.
At the time,
well, not all of them, but a good 80% of who was in that room.
At least some of them had popped in here and there and knew some of the people and all that. So, anyway,
popped in. No, they were like they all 60% of that room, at least 70%, got the goddamn horse mustache. Don't look a horse in the eyes joke. That was a deep cut. It's all there is, and it's like, oh, I don't get it. It's not funny. It's funny to some people, stupid. What the fuck do you think I'm here for? To promote you, Geno? You fucking narcissist mongrel? I'm here to promote me, you fucking dumb piece of shit. I'm here to promote what I do. I'm not here to support what you do, stupid. I'm a guest on your program. Your job as host is to facilitate a fucking space for me to promote my shit, you stupid fuck. What the fuck is wrong with these people?
I agree. And when I go on a show a couple of times and then I start doing my own shows with somebody, that guy over there, and then all of a sudden I'm disloyal. I'm disloyal to someone who I've barely met three times.
Let's not forget that. Geno Bisconte hates your guts. The guy who he loved, who he fucking had play on his show, the guy who provided all of Geno's fans with 800 CDs or whatever it were, or 100 for $800, don't know. Shh. Whatever the case, he doesn't know how much you reaped from his ignorance there, but a guy that seemingly gave to Geno Bisconte suddenly is a monster and disloyal because he's doing a show with me that he was on Geno's show to promote at one point. Like,
yes,
you're a disloyal piece of shit.
I brought you on his show because we were like broadcasting together. Like we were co-hosting on a bunch of stuff. Hey, we're doing Alpha Pod Rams. We're doing this, doing that. Hey, we weren't doing Night
I
Creeps
hope
yet.
Keanu Thompson has her first fucking orgasm ever with Geno Bisconte while she's riding his face and she squirts all down his throat and he gargles and chokes to death and dies in Minecraft.
You know, this ties in directly with what was.
That's mostly pee, Luke.
Yeah, I know. With
What
what I
tie
put
into?
in the intro today, one show to rule them all, one show
Night
to
Creeps,
guide
bitch.
them,
Night Creeps
one
again.
show to bring them all.
Also Night Creeps.
Jim grins
I don't
while
know.
Luke of the Binds
I
ends.
don't get it. You lost me there, but I agree with 3 out of 4 ain't bad. They say
But
2
as
out
soon
of
as we
3.
started this show, the people that knew about us and that were other people doing shows like lost their minds. It was weird. It was hilarious.
They all lose their minds because they're all fragile little
And
fucking baby girls.
now we go almost a year later. It's almost a year later since we started this show, since everything happened, since people left and
Almost a
shat
year and
upon
51
us.
episodes. That's so crazy because we're so fucking sparse with them.
Not
Like-
at first. The first 2 to 3 months, we could do 3 in a week. You know, at least
I guess
2
that's
every
what it
week.
was.
That we would quick pace in the beginning.
Well, we learned our lesson. Quality over quantity. But anyway, titties aside, you were saying?
Take your time. Take your time, everyone. Don't just jump right out there. Like I was showing you that video, Kevin Dumbfuck is now trying to do a Melton type of show. He's trying to be
I'll be honest with you. I didn't look. I was just I don't even know if I responded to you. No,
I
just
don't think so. But he was talking about Geno. He was showing some clips, and yeah, he didn't like him so much because he's talking about someone taking the guy in Maine that shot all those people, and he was also kind of talking about Bobby P a little bit, and man, that Kevin Dumbfuck guy really
press F for Bobby
hates him.
P.
What? Why? F?
Because he died. You're supposed to press F for dead ones.
Okay. Oh, because he
Press-
poured some out. He poured some out.
Or pour some out for your dead homie.
But that's
Look,
what we
yeah.
passed
Look,
of, so
you
kinda-
mentioned the daddy, and it's only polite to give respect to the dead. He may have been a fuck up. He may have even fucked himself up. This may have been Pat Dixon was implying this was an overdose of drugs and not what the guys are saying it is. And at the time, I don't know. I mean, I was hearing what he was saying. I don't feel like I was trying to address it because I was already saying some pretty saucy things myself, So yeah, I kind of avoided going down that route when he brought it up, though I wish I did because I could have told him I think he's right. He's probably very correct. This probably was not an alcohol withdrawal thing, but an overdose on something else. That said, whatever the case, there's still people he left behind. There's still people who are upset. And there's still people who would, even if they're pieces of shit, would feel better to hear a respectful word for their little dead jerk friend. Even though he was a little jerk, now he's a little dead jerk.
And I did
Still
see a
should be
clip
nice.
of the Bisconte band saying that oh shit.
What, backpedaling or more shit talk? Because I last I heard he backpedaled all the way fucking out of it.
Oh really? See, I
Yeah.
didn't see that. I didn't see it.
That's what I heard. I don't know. I could be hearing.
Oh,
wrong,
he
so
said,
don't-
but he did say, oh yeah, shows I should just go off brand. Just because someone gets hurt close to you, the show should go off brand. We should just go off brand and not make fun of it and that like we do everything. So that was
This is different. This was different. I'm unfortunately team fucking Beta Boys on this because this was a loyal talk about loyalty, Bukaki. That's what you want to fucking cry at everyone about. These were your loyal soldiers. And when one of them fell, you laughed. You attacked. You showed no fucking sympathy whatsoever for these people who, well, they really just leached off you. But in your eyes, they gave you their all. They were your subservient little fuck boys. Fucking fuck boy.
Anyway, this isn't a No Creeps. What are we talking about here? Hey, Wayne.
Hey, Garth, you know what? Look, the fact of the matter is everything has become Wayne's World, except it's not party time. It's not excellent. Excellent at all. No, like really, if you watch Wayne's World, the earlier sketches, you'll notice a few things, and we'll get into some of those things in a moment. But the most important thing you'll notice is what they're making fun of. And remember, there's no YouTube, there's no upload yourself at all. It is not tubular is not a part of the vernacular of Wayne's World, Becky. Jesus.
Totally
I don't think they've
tubular.
ever said tubular once.
Yeah, it's
anyway,
really close. I don't think it is.
What they were mocking was the rise of the home video camera. And people using that home video camera to do public access or simply shows in their basement that they would just record on VHS. I was one of those boys. You know, this is, I've not been doing this 10 years. I've literally been doing this my entire life. Literally, as soon as I could press the button on the recorder, I'm sitting there in the 1980s recording stupid shows by myself with characters and shit. Only one I remember is a cop, Jimmy Bag of Donuts. That's all I can remember. That one was on video, but that's what they're making fun of in Wayne's World. A sort of dim-witted, narcissistic idea that you belong as the host of a show. You know what I mean? Just like an anybody. So if you watch what SNL claim, and this is a great way to do this. If you watch how SNL shows every Wayne's World sketch ever, right? They have this series of videos, and if you watch what they claim is the first, you'll see it's a movie review, and the movie review kind of goes like this. It's like, hey, I don't remember what the movies were, but hey, what about this movie? I liked it, says Wayne, and then Garth goes, me too. Yeah. And what about this movie? Sucked. Yeah, sucked. You get what I'm saying? Like, they're not actually offering anything. They're just responding and reacting in the most base level way. And that's really what Wayne's World was based on. That's what it was skewering.
Okay, yeah.
However, and this is what I said was a good way to bring this part of it up. That video I mentioned, every Wayne's World sketch ever released by SNL official on YouTube, is not every Wayne's World ever. In fact, there's quite a few missing, and I go back and I find them. I find the very first one, and in it, it's got Phil Hartman playing Beeve, Garth's father, and he comes down for calls him a big fag. And it's just like, he's doing like a top 10 list, actually, you know, and he's like, and again, it's like the dumb shit we do. It actually reminds me, and this is what made me think everyone's Wayne's World, because we're doing Wayne's World too. Even the way we do our little pretend plays and stuff, if you watch like Wayne and Garth performing their PSA scenes that they write in these early episodes, very similar. It's just being stupid. But he's going through the top 10 list, and it starts doing the proper top 10, right? And then by like number 5, it's like Wayne is really cool. Wayne gets all the chicks. Wayne is the best, you know. Number 2, Wayne is awesome. Number 1, Garth's dad's a big fag, you know. And it was funny. So I was like, oh, is this why? So then I go look for the second sketch. It's completely cut out of Saturday Night Live now. It's not in the episodes where officially. So I end up finding it in the black market. And of course, in this one, there it is. You see why. Now he has Beeve back, and he's holding the sign over his head this time. Like, you know, that whole scene with Noah's Arcade in the movie where they're like holding the giant douche or whatever behind him, or whatever the fuck they were doing. Well, it's that bit, but with big fag with exclamation points written on it. So yeah, the point is, like, quite a dark history to such. Yeah, they scrubbed it because they figure it's a cultural phenomenon. Everybody knows of the movies. No one's gonna bother to go to get the sketches, especially if we compile them all and title it every sketch ever. Then they'll never look for the big fag episodes. But anyway, I wonder what Wayne and Garth would think today in 2023, looking around at the world they created in their fictional world from Aurora, Illinois. They just have the sudden realization, holy shit, what did we do to the world? How do you think that would go? Let's imagine that scenario. If they were real characters in our world, or rather, let's just say everything about what we ever saw of them was real. Okay, in our world, they really exist. So yeah, I did say it right the first time. How do you imagine they would respond to the realization that they did this to the world? Suicide?
It's totally awesome, man. Yeah.
No,
yeah, it
see,
is.
They don't talk like that.
So I
don't think he's ever said awesome. Awesome. No, I don't think he's ever. You're mixing Bill. You two, you and that Becky, go have sex dreams together again. You're mixing Bill and Ted and the other guys.
Maybe.
It's sad. It's very sad that these grown ass men think doing a very poor Wayne's World imitation.
You're saying us?
Like successful. No, we do a great Wayne's World imitation.
Yeah, I get it. I'm Garth. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, okay. At least you get to fuck Kim Basinger, huh?
There you go.
Yeah, I kill her husband, but hey.
And I can make things.
You gotta pay to play.
He had that shock thing that he went back into the club, and that big dude that was pushing Garth around came back in and shocked him. I
think this comment refers to the Beeve.
The Beeve.
Garth's dad.
I'm in Delaware. Yeah, Delaware.
Well, you know what this means, right? We're going to have to cancel Night Creeps. We've had our lowest viewers live, which means that we probably won't hit the 100 minimum threshold that I demand as a diva in order to do another episode. So it's going to be a long, long time until episode 52 because, you know, if we don't hit 100, we don't do another one. I mean, that's just the way it goes. I think we deserve a little compensation. Feed my ego, please, people. I'm not even asking for much. I'm not even asking for much. It's 100 views. Idiots.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know.
3 people watching. What is this? Geno Bisconte's fucking Gratcast? You clown. Oh my.
Well, you know, again, no promotion. We kind of just jumped on. We don't really.
Probably should have done No Creeps.
Yeah, maybe No Creeps would have been better. But
anyway, no, it felt Night Creeps. No Creeps didn't feel right because I felt like we'd get this many viewers.
I thought this is all a ploy. I knew it. This time usually you go to 100 on a show. Now you just want to go to 50 on this one.
No. I said 100. Who said 50? No
So,
way.
so
You crazy.
all right, we got to slow down to keep this thing rolling for a while.
100 views or die. I'm deleting
Or
whatever the
die.
fuck this is. I'm trying to add something, but Luke is like a goddamn hoarder of fucking pictures, Becky. He's insane. Anyway, this
You can throw everything
refers
out.
to something we were saying before. I don't remember what, but it tied in and it
Mo.
would have done good. Hi, Richard. There you go. Fucking
Oh,
what?
thank you.
There's $1.99 for Damien's
one's
whiskey.
gonna-
Great, fucking great. And now there's 0 viewers. That's just great.
I do think that there have been some weird things going on with view counts and everything. Everything's glitching. I think
Oh, you
it's
think
overloading the
TV
system.
just gets 1,000 views and Damien refuses to accept what I'm telling him is that Ishbal Naklabar fucking did it. Or
but
one of the enemies.
It's the bots.
What
One of the
bots?
enemies.
It was Chris
Well,
Abels. Chris Abels did it.
Oh no.
I watched the Jason Bardo show, and I have a theory. I think, this will be a Night Creeps exclusive. So everybody, it's a good thing nobody's watching this episode. Everybody keep this a secret. This is between only us who are listening.
Okay.
Okay, this is going to be broken here first if we're right. If I'm right. I believe this is my theory that either Jason Bardo or Chris Abels is trying to slip a new Dabbleverse character out there called Scoochie, the Dabble Corn. There was nobody. Chris Abels was on the Jason Bardo show today, where Jason, we got to get into a claim he made in a moment. Quite scandalous claim. But Jason Bardo and Chris Abels, they did the show and nobody watched. But I showed up for a minute. And so did the only people in the chat was Chris Abels and Scoochie, the Dabblecorn. And they kept talking to this character and like made sure to call back to this character at the end. Something just felt fishy about it. It was too much. I know it's the only person there, but they only made like 3 comments. And there was just like a whole lot of addressing of this character. So it made me think that it's Jason Bardu or Chris Abels coming up with a new alter ego. That's my belief. A theory, not a belief. I don't believe it at all.
Well, we'll see if more comes from it. I thought I did see that too. I didn't know what was going on with that because I clicked in for a second.
Oh, you did?
You know, we had Rob Saul talking about it in the back chats.
See, guys, I was being facetious. I knew he tuned in for a second because Richard, was he here? I've been pushing him away,
but I was busy, and I'm kind of getting tired of all the Dabbleverse stuff now. I mean, even like I've been watching Melton for a while, The Onion Man, and even now I'm kind of getting a little just bored with that genre of show, that type of show, you know? I'm just
well, we are that type of show today, so I mean,
not really. A little
Kinda,
bit. We're talking about other stuff. We're bouncing around, you know.
We tried to do the Wayne's World framework. See why I said we should save it for later, because I didn't think it has much legs as like
No. I agree with what you're saying. I mean, there was that glimpse into it, and then that inspires other people to keep doing it. And now it's so much easier to do it that everyone's doing it. You know, and some people live on these shows now. They're doing a show every single day for 3 hours, just hanging out.
Imagine Wayne and Garth 24/7. Like,
yeah,
put this technology in their time,
and just 24/7. Definitely.
But they sure, but they'd go mad after a while. Like, what would they be doing? Like, they'd be constantly
because they
trying
had
to
bits.
one up themselves. Well,
yes, they were doing bits and they were doing things,
and that's what these
interviewing
jerk
and
offs are
whatever.
missing. Are
Yeah.
bits.
Yeah, not just like one joke here or there and then repeat.
You know, sorry to interrupt here, but I'm not. This is disgusting. Gino and Chrissy and all these so-called comedians who are constantly coming after us, literally like the only gay YouTubers out there actually following or adhering to a sort of a structure of the show, traditional structures, doing bits, you know what I mean? Bringing that old school thing. And they just want to constantly come after us. Why? Because we do what you wish you could do, and we're not even anyone. We're just hobbyists, and we're just so much better than you, Geno Bisconte. Fucking
Oh
dork.
man, I'm concerned about Compound. I really think that now that Anthony had his heart attack, well, not concerned really. I think it's going to shut down. I think Anthony's going to join up with Gavin, and Gavin's going to run everything, and Anthony can just Skype in, and there you go. He's going to play video games.
That
on
makes
YouTube,
sense.
and that's
And nothing for nothing. Opie has been nosing around. But before we get into that, if we do it all, we
Oh, really?
hinted
Opie
at
and
the-
Anthony back together? They both said never. They both said never.
Opie has been, I don't know if there was jokes or what. He's made a few tweets lately that seemed like hinting after the heart attack. But anyway, Jason Bardot show. He made a claim. You did see, like I said, I was being facetious and pretending.
I saw
like
that part. Yes.
So why don't you tell them what he said? Because it was Jason.
Jason Bardot was claiming that Hack Ride stole his bit, basically, that the Demon Hour show that he had started a while back is what Hack Ride is, I guess, hacking.
So wait,
hacking
Jason.
from?
So Jason's whole bit was to do this loud, obnoxious, demon-like character who loves You Can't Do That on Television, Hellraiser, and fucking what else was it?
If you
Every
think
other
about,
goddamn thing I've ever said.
he was
Jason does that. Is that what Jason's bit is?
You know what? At first, he was really loud and crazy, right? And he was like, I love socialism. I love Cuba.
Yeah, that's all, I was about to say. All he said was, I love China. I don't know what he called us.
It was China. That's right.
Yeah. No, CCP. He was supporting the CCP. No. Oh, just because he uses the word demon in his title and Hack Ride is a demon? That's a fucking stretch, Jason. That's a huge stretch. Like
the
Luke
whole hell
saying
motif.
No filter and no creeps.
Yeah.
Rip-offs.
Everything they do. Weird things, weird stuff.
I didn't believe your theory, but this was on our shows in the past, and I don't believe you. So it's on record where I said no way with the weird stuff. But now with you're telling me about no filter, no creeps, weird stuff, night creeps. I'm starting to believe you that Bobby Nick is just sucking on our fucking and
Odd Pod,
even that
Freak
Bobby
Pod,
friend, Four Non Johns. They're stealing everything from us. That group all the time. Jesus Christ.
Hi. Thanks
you give
for
him
watching.
a little nugget of your you give him a little piece of corn out of your turd, and then Derek just rolls with it. Derek and his boys,
You know what's hilarious? If I ever get I've been on I jumped on a couple of Jake streams here and there after the Bobby P thing just to like say hello, whatever. And man, Bobby Nick clams up. Anyway, it's hilarious. And then I don't know if you want to play that video I made. No,
when else Bobby Nick clammed up, Luke?
Why?
I said when else Bobby Nick clammed up?
When
it came time to raise his daughter.
Oh yeah. Yikes.
I'm sorry, Bobby Nick. I'm not sorry. Hey,
It's,
hey. In life, you make mistakes. You fuck things up. You know, people
we all
sometimes
do.
people
It's
just
okay. It's okay.
fuck
But
things up. It's okay.
still have no balls.
I really like how you have different backgrounds on each of your dumb little TV screens. That's fancy. You got a blue one. Well, it's all no, it's not all one. Whatever. It's very fancy. Anyway, you
Oh,
were
thank
saying
you. Thank you. Yeah, still got no balls anyway. That's why I put that in that video. If you didn't see that video I made, go look for it.
You know, and I saw a video of Shuli Egar ripping off Jim Grindle today, talking about his garbage delivery, and he was just ripping off Jim Grindle, straight ripping off Jim Grindle again. You know, this is like the 80th time I've heard verbatim Shuli taking words out of my mouth. I'm now officially saying I didn't see this clip. I'm taking someone else's words, but I'm starting to think. I don't know who's either, but I'm starting to think this mysterious person is correct because I have heard many words and many opinions levied by Shuli Egar that were verbatim, if not a damn toy paraphrase of the words that are coming out of my mouth. Jerk.
Damn toy.
Fucking, that's all right. What do you want? Hey, of course he's gonna try to emulate me, his lord and master, because he's now the newest member of Jim Grindle's Whack Pack after appearing on BYB. You know, Anthony Zenhauser also appeared on BYB, I think, didn't he once? Lovely boy. But does that put him in Jim Grindle's Whack Pack?
He didn't appear on BYB, did he? He appeared on Ghetto
early on, did he? Oh, the Ghetto Basement. That's what it were. That's right. Okay. Yep. Thank God. But Rob Saul, nice boy. But he was on BYB, so now he's also a member of Jim Grindle's Whack Pack. That's all there is to it. If you've been on BYB, you are property of Jim Grindle. Fact. End of story. Was Hackride on there since we're mentioning him? Because obviously Hackride's already property of Jim Grindle. Jesus Christ. I like him. He's a nice boy.
Yeah, and then I just watched a video on Lou's channel.
At least he's doing something though. You know what I'm saying? At least he's putting something. I gotta say,
a lot actually.
He's the only other one I receive. Sure. He's just drinking from the cup that is us. Sure. We are his oasis. Sure. But I am proud. He's the only other one out there doing something right now that's worth looking at. Because you might say, what about Tuki? What about Bedabbler? No. Putting on a fucking mask, putting on a sock puppet. That's different than
that must hurt the arm, though.
Yes, Hackride's putting on a mask, doing a character, sure. And he's probably also putting a sock puppet on. He's probably probably all of them. Who knows? Probably not. Point is, it's not the mask and the demon head that makes it up completely. He is doing a whole thing with it. He's really
and that's what
giving it an effort.
That's what I wonder if
opposed to the rest of these
the other people's
click and go cunts.
Even like Kevin Brennan, like he just sees, oh well, he's untalented.
Kevin Brennan is a fucking nothing. What do you want to say about this nothing? Go ahead and waste my time talking about that nothing, nobody, melting Jim Norton cunt, Kevin Brennan. Go ahead. Waste my time, Luke.
Well, he claims that Hackride is completely untalented and is a piece of crap and is nothing. I mean, part of it mainly because he's working with Bob Hackride on, the Levy-verse stuff. So maybe that's one of the reasons why Kevin Brennan's so harsh on Hackride. But the fact that, yes, Hackride is making all of these different, I just gotta call him his Day. Mr. Day is making all of these backgrounds and all of these videos and all
Which,
of
by
these
the way,
things.
is Jason doing any of that? If anything, you could say, once more he drinks from our fucking river. Because there's a huge similarity in the aesthetics of what he's doing and what the fuck we've been doing for years now. Lateral thinking. That is most likely. Look, there's a lot of lateral thinking in that case. So, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
but I'll give it the benefit of the doubt that it's most likely all lateral thinking. Where's Jason doing anything like that to make the claim that Hack Ride is fucking stealing his demon hour? Which he didn't even start doing until after he showed up on Night Creeps, wanted to be the third on Night Creeps, but couldn't stop talking about communist China and how much he loved it.
Yeah.
Or Derek.
You gotta like.
He kept talking about Derek or China.
He was talking about Derek a lot? I don't remember that.
Yeah, he kept asking, what's going on with Derek and Jerry? What happened with Derek and Jerry?
Oh, that thing. Yeah. What did Jerry do in the past? What was that?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, then you tell him, and then it's like, well, what? How? What? Tell me again. Tell me 18 more times. I still don't get it.
And see, that's what sucks about us working so hard, because sometimes we work so hard, and then, it's like inspiring other people and, creating other worlds. And
that's great. But Jason said we didn't inspire him, remember? He had that years ago. He came up with the title. He only just now did it after he was, wanting to do that. I'm sure he came up with the title. Again, I'm saying if Jason thinks Hack Ride stole his act, then there's way more to say Jason stole Night Creeps with Demon Hour. So what are you saying there, Jason? What are you saying? I gotta, you're a nice boy, but I'm on Team Hack Ride on that one. You were saying, Luke?
Now, what I think is hilarious, you mentioned Derek, that Derek gave me a call after I made that video and wanted to straighten out his point that he was making. At first, it almost did. It was a private number. I still don't have his phone number. I don't want it.
What a psychopath. So you say something on the internet, and this human alleged person calls you in your real life to rebut what he heard you say on the internet. Derek, this ain't high school, bro. If it were, you'd have more views.
And I almost said to him, you know what makes my video much funnier is you coming here to talk about your real points and everything that was going on. It was just a funny video.
Should we play that video?
It's in the comments. I put it in the private chat. If you want.
Oh, good. Look at you, smart boy. Look at you, smart boy.
If you want to do that shit.
Oh my God. Yeah, because
talking about it.
It certainly needs to be played. The fact that he called you after seeing this makes me have to keep Sociopath on the screen while I play it. Okay.
Yeah, when they say Anthony Zenhauser delivers, they mean it, right? DoorDash ain't the only thing he delivers either.
Yeah,
DoorDash doofus.
That's a lot harder.
Anthony Zenhauser's a DoorDash doofus.
Jokes is much more difficult, and he's great at that.
Hell yeah.
Do you not like Zenhauser? Are you not a fan?
Oh, I like making jokes.
Let me pause here.
Oh, okay.
I like making jokes. There's no joke there. You just fucking said a comedian has a fucking another job. You fucking rolling R word. Now I can understand.
Well,
why
the funny thing is the way that he delivered that joke. He delivered it all terrible, and that's why Shuli said that. He
what
said,
joke?
Oh, it's not the only. The first thing that Derek says is Anthony Zenhauser. He delivers this. DoorDash. That's not the only thing he delivers. And then Shuli turned it into because he delivers jokes and he's really good at it.
Okay. Sure.
Just completely like a screw up.
Sure. But this is why Shuli is a member of Jim Grindel's Whack Pack now. Because right then and there, anybody who's not a bitch goes, excuse me. You just, I'm fucking doing you the pleasure of coming on your show, and you're fucking taking the liberty of going after my co-host and his job. You're like degrading him. Like, this is not just making a joke. You're saying he's a lesser person who fucking is a failure at comedy and has to fucking deliver food. That's what you're saying. That's like the ultimate
basically.
insult to a fucking not just an artist, but a man. And Shuli's just gonna sit there and stay going with these fucking imbeciles. He's sitting next to Bobby Nick. He's sitting above Granny Loves Anal, or what is it, Little Lemmy at this point, but Granny later, and fucking Bradley Williams. You're surrounded by these people, and you allow that? You weak fuck. Sorry.
Yeah, when they say Anthony Zenhauser delivers, they mean it, right? DoorDash ain't the only thing he delivers either.
Yeah.
That's not a joke. That's not that.
It's an attempt.
No, but I'm saying it wasn't even. Yes, it's an attempt at a joke. But you said he stumbled over it. He didn't even. That's like, it was all broken up. It was like 3 pieces of fucking. It was 3 setups without a punchline, really, or it was like a punchline and a disconnected setup. Can we go back? That was something.
Yeah, when they say Anthony Zenhauser delivers, they mean it, right? DoorDash ain't the only thing he delivers either.
Okay, when they say Anthony Zenhauser delivers, they mean it, huh? DoorDash ain't the only thing he delivers, is it? So then what's that mean? Because now actually he's not saying like, so what's the other, what the joke would be on DoorDash? You get what I'm saying?
Yes,
But
I
he
know.
said
It would be like,
DoorDash ain't the only thing. So what is the thing then? What is the other thing he delivers?
They say Zenhauer delivers, and I hear he does DoorDash real well. Or something like that's the end the joke, not to keep the joke going. And that's not the only thing he delivers. Like, it looks like he needs to deliver a baby.
That's not the only thing Anthony Zenhauser delivers, and he also delivers DoorDash besides that other thing that he delivers that remains unspecified.
Right?
Right, Shuli? You're gonna like that joke. It was a good joke, right, Shuli? Look at his fucking proud boy face.
Nervous
boy, bitch. You fucking little jerk. You're a little jerk boy. A little jerk boy is what you are.
Yeah, he's actually very funny, and that's a lot harder. Any idiot can deliver DoorDash. Delivering jokes is much more difficult, and he's great at that.
You know what idiot can't deliver DoorDash? Derek. Cause he got no legs.
Be hard to
Do
get.
you not
in
like
and out of
Zenhauser? Are you not a fan?
You know how long it would take Derek to deliver DoorDash? He'd have to like get a special vehicle that like fucking conveyed him out of it. Then he'd have to roll up in there, hit that fucking. He'd have to go to the special door, hit that blue button, the big blue button. Wait for all those doors to open.
Yeah. And then try to get through them before they close. Well, he'd have to pick everything up from the drive-through. Oh my God,
he couldn't even carry the bags.
Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah,
like spill it all over himself.
But then he'd have to have people come outside and actually grab the stuff. Here, can you take my credit card thing and slide your credit card through or whatever? Oh, no, it's paid online, right? Never mind.
Derek would be a terrible DoorDasher.
Oh, I like making jokes at his
sure.
expense because he seems like well, I'm not a huge fan of his with the whole fan. Whatever. I know he's tight knit with Pat Dixon. Maybe there was a little bit of there.
So you're not a fan based on drama.
Now let me add this. I understand what Shuli's doing. He's fucking Yes, YouTube's very broken, V. He's going for the drama, which is on the screen. You know what I mean? That's why he's not immediately jumping out. Because, look, that is where he's a better performer than me. Because I, even in performance, have principles. And my principles would not allow me to sit there while I'm looking for another no leg joke, while Derek sits there because he has no legs and says those terrible things with his no legged self. Little jerk. What were you gonna say?
Jerk. No,
Sure.
that's
on soap opera shit.
No, I always kind of was a fan because I did watch him on Compound, and I thought a lot of the stuff he did there was hilarious with Pat Dixon on like Crime Report and whatnot. So
what changed when they got into it?
Just being a defender. Whatever.
Well, my daddy done said that he was a jerk and whatnot. And then, like, you know, I didn't like him because of that and whatnot. So, you know, like I kind of liked him before, but now, like, you know, I never liked him and whatnot because, you know, my daddy done told me that he's a bad guy and he ain't loyal and whatnot.
But he also left out the part because he, you know, Derek himself was always asking about the morality of Pat Dixon hitting Geno when it happened. At the time, he was more of a Pat Dixon.
Derek was 100% pro Pat Dixon punching Geno in the face. We fucking all over the FGTZ. He was fucking defending Pat Dixon. So and in lieu of entertainment, we must thank him for freeing our content. You little jerk. Fucking. Because you can now see that stuff again. And we also still we've got all the FGTZ archived. So suck a dick, Derek. Suck a big fat dick, you little jerk. And hello to Hack Ride in the audience with his popcorn. Or is that an ice cream sundae? Could be an ice cream sundae with a cherry on top.
It's kind of like the Michael Jackson meme.
What is that? What Michael Jackson meme would?
Where he's looking up, he's like, waiting for the show. He's like, I'm just gonna sit here and watch. I'm just like,
oh yes. From Thriller. Anyway, let's slip.
The entire world got pitted.
What do you want?
Tripping balls. No, keep going.
Is she tripping balls?
She's just sitting there frozen. I would think so. That's what I thought.
Are they on like a lot of drugs? Are they meth people? I need to know why Granny is so oily. The man is disgusting. You can literally just fucking throw down a goddamn tarp and slide him on it. You don't need oil or soap or water or nothing. He'll fucking go zooming.
I think it's because he doesn't wear suntan lotion.
No, because I'm an alcoholic. Because I'm an alcoholic. I'm in the sun all day working now.
Okay.
It's coming all out and it's making me glisten.
No. Bullshit. The sun dries you out. Did you forget about that? Sun-dried tomatoes. Is it called an oily tomato left in the sun? No. I mean, it is kind of oily and stuff still, but he's not a tomato. He's a human. He's a goddamn human being. Listen, he's oily and I hate him. I don't like him at all.
On one side of the fence or the other, you know, when the Pat Dixon famous punch happened.
He does want to lick balls.
He does.
I thought you were talking about Israel Palestine for
no,
not that one. The bigger one.
Yeah.
The bigger one.
Yeah, the more important story. Sorry,
yeah,
my bad.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, listen, go with your heart. I mean, you know, I think it's silly, all the lines that are being drawn constantly in this world. This guy hates this guy until he offers him $250.
The silliest boy alive. What is
it's like, look, man,
what are you
we're
on this? I'm loving
we're all
it.
pieces of shit. Stop everybody acting like you're better than everybody else. Nobody's better than anybody. If you were, you wouldn't be in this fucking world. So shut your fucking mouth and enjoy the goddamn
talking
show.
about Geno and
mic drop. Let's go. Now we got
Fair enough.
Skeleton.
I like it. There you go. Yeah.
Sorry.
She really is.
Anybody's offers me 250, I'll be right there.
No,
Throw a
she's
sign
just
anywhere,
apparently not interested in what's happening on the screen.
Yeah, so like your issues with stuttering John, you know, that I guess that.
And there it is, the face of a bewildered man.
That's right,
Who has
you
just
land this
explained to a
terribly.
half man that one should not bother themselves
No, I like where you
when
were going.
men who are
I
much
do.
more famous than them are having a row. Then immediately,
Isn't it
the
row?
quad bother asks Mr. Egar about his dramas with another
Isn't it a
sort
row
of famous man.
or a row?
I think Shuli would agree with me in my next sentiment. Oy vey.
Yeah, it's probably me, and I'm stupid. Also, not a racist or an anti-Semite. When I heard you say "oy vey," I'm like, why? Because he's old? I don't get it. Why are you doing that? But then I was like, oh, it's because he's dressed like an old-time cabbie, and old-time cabbies say "oy vey."
Yes, that's exactly. That's what old-time cabbies say. I just thought it was funny to say "oy vey" in that accent.
Sure.
Playback issues? Oh, what's happening?
Yeah,
YouTube
if
is
you have
screwing
Twitter
us?
open, you have Twitter open, shut it because it gives YouTube bad playback issues.
Oh
Just
yeah,
saying.
always.
Mhm.
Especially if you don't mute stuff out. And yeah.
Well, I think we covered a lot today. What we got to get to a closing. We got to land this beast because I got to get up for the work. And I still have something to do. I have some homework I got to do before. So, yeah, I fucked up. We planned to do this show between 10 and 11. And I said, I'm going to take a nap at 9. And then I'll get up at 10 and I'll do all this work shit I had to do until 11 when we usually do Night Creeps. And then I'll do Night Creeps. You see the problem there? I completely fucking forgot that we planned to do it at 10. So I very poorly managed my time this evening. Now I gotta wake up at fucking 4:30 in the morning. Fucking what is that? 4 hours and 25 minutes, and I still have homework to do. So not good. But yeah. Woo!
Haha.
Woo.
I'm trying to
So,
find
yeah.
that.
What are you trying to find?
Where Derek was asking everyone about Pat Dixon and them fighting and all that, but
I
back.
bet you we can find it. Won't be today because ain't no time for that. But I bet you that'll be very easy to find. What was the date of the Geno punch? That's the easiest way to find it is by date. Or did it happen? Now we're gonna get too fucking deep. Anyway, so here's a better thing to find. The purpose, the point, the meaning of this episode. Night Creeps presents 51 Reasons Why Your Mother Should Have Swallowed. That was just, did I say this at the beginning or I just told you?
You told me, yeah.
Yeah, well, this was like a last minute title because originally I was like 51 Shades of Night Creeps. ... Duh. Because like 51 Shades of Grey. And I made the thumbnail, I set the link up, did everything but press go, to actually create the link. And then I realized, wait a minute, it's 50 Shades of Grey. So that proves, I'm 50 shades of heterosexual because I didn't know that. So I had to scramble. That does prove. Listen, I said Ryan Reynolds is a 5. When asked how hot he was, I said a 5, which means I'm a heterosexual for sure because 1 to 5 and 9 to 10 heterosexual. 6 to 8, anybody who picks 6 to 8 secretly a homosexual. You can't deny that logic. You're thinking about it, you're like, oh, that is true.
That is a true 9.
Thing. Yeah, well, you'd be a straight person. I think he's very plain looking. You would have said a 9 because you relate to him because he has the Chinese eyes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But what thread can we pull from this episode a meaning. I think, like Mr. Rogers did, we should impart something learned, something gained. What value have we brought the world with this episode? I mean, that Wayne's World idea was pretty neat.
The Wayne's World was great. I mean,
Learning
the
about the
intro
big
was good.
fag. I mean, that was just interesting.
No.
That's not like, how did we change a life today? Or how could someone change their lives after, what is this? Somebody's doing a show. Oh, it's you. The Pork Pie and Chicken Kai show. Never mind. I thought somebody else was doing something. Yeah. How do people
that was from
change? What can they take from this show to make their lives better? What could we take to make our lives better?
We could just take off. They like just leave this area. No.
In your little space car, you have fruit.
One thing that we could, is it really worth all this drama? Like, is this what your mama wanted? You know, maybe she should have swallowed instead of had you, because all you do is come around and create drama for yourselves and other people on these shows instead of actually trying to express yourself artistically, which is what you're trying to do. Again, like Wayne's World, where they come up with a list and they can't fill out the top 10 because they're not really professional and they're not used to doing actual work. And these other people, I just actually watching that episode, I watched not all of the Shuli on BYB show, but I watched some of it. And at one point,
I watched 5 minutes and was sick to my stomach.
Shuli says,
at one point,
"Oh yeah, well, Derek asked, he's been asking me for a while, and I always kind of tell him, scheduling isn't working. I've been pushing it off for a while, so I felt bad, so I came on." And I'm just like, see, and that's the difference. Like I would feel so embarrassed to be just constantly like emailing Shuli or sending him a Facebook message or a Twitter message or whatever.
If somebody said they felt bad, so they came on and they were on our show, I would be mortified.
Yes, I would be mortified if they said that.
I would be angry.
Like, why did you bother this person?
And I would immediately lash out.
But and that's the difference. And maybe that's why, we are the way we are. We're a special taste, we're a special flavor. It's like going to a gourmet restaurant. Not everyone can handle it. I don't know.
Yeah. Some people don't even like crab rangoons. I mean,
what?
Come on, that's crazy.
If you're gonna go to
they're like, I just want a cream cheese wonton. Guess what, stupid? There's still crab in it, you idiot. They lie to you. It's a Chinese plot. They lie to you. There are no fucking cream cheese wontons.